guys, my name's Phil, and over the next 2 weeks I'm going to try to do a speed build on a Fallout 4 Fatman. So I just grabbed a couple things there. So I have a concrete building form tube. So this is used to pour pillars and stuff for concrete. We're going to be using this for the body of our Fatman, sort of the long tube. And reason I bought that off the break here, we won't be getting into the cosmetic stuff yet, but I'm going to be laying a few coats of fiberglass resin on this, just polyester resin, just to harden it up a little bit, make it easier for us to cut and play with later. Other thing we grabbed from Home Depot there, just a piece of copper tube, couple ends on it. It was just stuff that I figured we should grab right now while I was there. You didn't see, but I had to run back there after Walmart, grab a couple chip brushes, again for the fiberglass. And then lastly, we have some medium weight resistance bands from Walmart. If you guys follow Windleycreations on Instagram, that's where I got the idea for this. And the thing is, I want something not super strong, but something really flexible, because we don't need a lot of strength to throw a foam, mini nuke, but we are going to need a lot of speed. And speed is the idea here. So don't need a lot of weight. We're going to be doubling them up probably, maybe quadrupling them up. We'll see. We'll practice that. Goals for tonight, ideally get this guy covered in fiberglass resin, and we're going to build the structure for the Fatman and the spring. All right, here we go. And of course my camera will go to focus on the very first shot of me working. If you guys are doing this at home, be sure to wear the proper protective equipment. You can see I'm wearing a respirator here. I also have my garage door open, but there's not a lot of airflow. Fumes from fiberglass and other products like this can cause cancer and other nasty effects like that down the road, so just be sure to protect yourselves if you're working with anything like that. It's the next day in the garage here, guys, and as you can see, this is completely cured. It was cured after maybe an hour or so. Nice and dry to the touch. Now I'll be able to play with that, so that we're going to set aside for now. On to the next thing here. I realized I don't have anything to test the launching mechanism when I do eventually build it here. So we're going to whip up a quick, very rough mini nuke out of some Eva foam, and we're going to go from there. That was a painful couple hours for a pretty horrible looking mini nuke, but it'll do what we need it to. More or less just a placeholder for just practicing with, making sure it works. You guys saw I put some weights in the end there, just a couple pieces of metal. It is quite a bit heavier in the front now, so if it falls, it does fall nose first for the most part. Now that we have this, we can start working on the main mechanism. Now that I had that for scale, it's able to sort of draw out a really rough outline of where everything's going to be. I'm going to be using this tubing here. I think that's 1¼ by 125 wall. Yeah, 1¼ and it'll be 125 wall. So we're going to slot the top, make a carriage, and then figure out what we're going to do from there. So we have our main rail slotted now. There we go. go. Should have a few marks on the side where things are gonna go. Here's our carriage as it stands right now. So that guy will just slide freely in there. What I'm gonna do next here, I'm gonna drill a hole through right there for our band, workout band to go around. And then I'm going to sacrifice this 5/16 Allen key. Just gonna pop her through, weld it in, and that'll be able to loop around that as a mounting point. Thanks for bearing with me on that last time lapse, guys. It's quite a bit of time goes into fabricating these simple little things, but the time is worth it. As you can see, it holds it somewhat snugly in there. I might add like a little something just under the top here, just to keep it a little bit more snug so I can walk around with it in conventions or whatever. And not risk it going flying like that with a little twist. So carriage is pretty much done. I think I'm going to add one little plate. And I'm throwing everything. I think I'm going to add one little plate in the front here just for strength, because that's what I think my sear is going to catch on. But what do you guys say we throw some bands on it and give it a test? So no test video yet, guys. I did take it out last night and test it once I was done in the shop, and it was a little too dark to film. And it didn't go quite as far as I wanted to. I got maybe 20 feet of distance out of it, which isn't bad, but I want to get a little bit more. One thing I did do last night was watch Bill's video, Punished Props. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. What he did, he added a roller, like a little bearing in here, which allowed him to bring his bungees back underneath. And we could probably bring them back to about here to get a little bit more stretch out of them. So I'm going to do that. We're going to get a roller on there. Going to get a sear built back here to catch it. And hopefully the trigger mechanism all built as well tonight. In which case we'll be able to test it a little bit better and see how far we can really take this thing. And you guys know the drill. Another time lapse. That bit went a little bit quicker than I expected to, but I'm super happy with how it turned out. As you can see now, we have this going over there. These cables will be mounted to the bottom afterwards. It's just a quick and easy way to test it. So as you can see, the roller works awesome, exactly like I wanted to. Give you a little demo here. All right, I want to go test it again. I wasn't going to, but you guys deserve to see it. I think that's a good note to leave today's episode on. If you guys enjoyed watching, please like, comment, subscribe down below, and join me again next week, and we'll keep building this thing.